Seera Group is a 40-year-old travel and tourism company. It is the largest travel and tourism company in the Middle East. We want to shift away from being a business-focused or an IT-focused or a product-focused company to being a customer-centric company. My name is Ronnie Varghese. I'm the Senior Director of Digital Product here at Seera Group. Continuous product design really begins with customer empathy and customer centricity and listening to your customer. Most product teams know that you can have 150 to 200 different opportunities that you can go after at any moment in time. You only have so many resources, you only have so much time. So the fact is, our job is to take better bets. And also knowing that those bets that we do take have a higher probability of creating success or impact. So for us, that process of talking to customers, doing continuous research, both qualitative and quantitative, and then driving the decision-making and the experimentation, that's for us what continuous product design is. Quantum metric fits within that continuous process in various touch points. One is that at the beginning of that process, which is, okay, we want to generate opportunities that then lead to experimentation. In the generation of opportunities, our teams are constantly going into quantum metric and watching journeys. The second level is, I think what quantum metric also does is, because of the intelligence or the AI that's built into it, it surfaces a lot of errors. So that tells us clearly that, hey, here's an opportunity that we can go after. Now, further down the line of the process, after we've done, let's say, our paper prototyping or our Envision prototyping with our customers, once we launch something into our A/B testing or multivariate testing, we can not only see how those variants are performing, but we can actually see how users are using each of those variants. So it gives us context behind why a variant is performing well or not so well. What quantum metric actually showed us was able to help us segment which of our users actually engaged with that fare calendar. It could show us which customers converted and which customers didn't convert. So when we started looking at the segments of customers that did engage with that calendar, but they didn't convert, what we noticed something about every single one of the calendars that those customers were looking at, which is that their calendars were not fully filled up. When we interviewed customers, what customers basically said was that, well, when I look at a calendar that's not full, I don't trust the data. And because I don't trust the data, I tend to leave and I don't trust this particular feature that you built for me. That's an example of something that we wouldn't have focused on if it wasn't for using quantum metric. We went out and actually fixed that filling of the calendar. So now about 95% of our calendars are 100% filled up. What we saw was that conversion rate increased to over 30% in terms of the jump from our pre-calendar numbers. And second, what we saw was that 30 to 35% improvement in conversion rate actually now applied to all customers. It's a product that's built for product people by product people. I can tell that I think the team that's built quantum metric really cares about the customers that are using the platform. I think it's not just the platform itself, but the partnership that we've had with them. The team that we work with from quantum metric has been a real partner with us in trying to solve these problems. Now, going into the platform itself, what the platform's really enabled is marrying both qualitative and quantitative continuous product design. Because we can see where the problems are with very clear metrics attached to it, and it surfaces and prioritizes these impactful problems for us, we know where to go and look. Once we go look at those problems, what it also then shows us is the context behind why it's happening. It gets us from problem identification, opportunity identification, to creating value exponentially quicker, I would say, than if we didn't have quantum metric.